My name's Shelly Unwin. I'm a children's author, which is a really lovely thing to finally be able to say. I've just released my first series of books, which is the Your 5 series, which are 5 books for children who are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I started writing when my second child was about 3 months old. And so I was a stay-at-home mum. I had a 2.5-year-old and a newborn baby. And I had been in a corporate job before I had the children and was wondering what I was going to do with myself. And I was reading to my daughter one night and just suddenly I knew 100% that that was what I wanted to do. And I came bounding downstairs and my dad was out from the UK at the time, and I said, "Dad, I know what I want to do. I want to write children's books." And he went, "Oh, yeah, well, I've got a couple of ideas." So I decided to do a course almost immediately, as soon as I decided what I wanted to do. This was a lovely course because it was a 5-week course, which was in the evening, which suited obviously having young children. I could wait till my husband got home and then head off to the Writers' Centre. But also I thought it would give me time to digest what I was learning each week and then go back if I had any questions and get clarification. And it was a really great course. I learnt what I didn't know, and there's so much that you don't know about writing picture books. It's such a craft. And from reading a picture book, it looks so simple. And it's only when you start to explore what's involved that you really learn how much there is to it. I've done 2 courses at the Australian Writers' Centre. The first course I did was writing picture books, which was a fabulous course and gave me so much depth of knowledge. It was a 5-week course. And the other course that I did was writing for children and young adults online, which again really worked for me with having children at home, and meant that I could do the modules in the week at the time that really suited me. Both courses, I felt that the tutors that I had for them were absolutely fantastic. They both had just an incredible amount of knowledge from the industry, and they'd both worked in the industry for a very long time. I always turned up a little bit early and stayed a little bit late and got that extra bit of information from the course that I did at the centre, and really felt that the tutors valued the amount of effort you were making on the course. Through the course at the Australian Writers' Centre, I discovered so much about structuring picture books. The tutor there had such an amazing knowledge. She'd worked in the industry for years and years. Also, we looked at what made picture books that were successful, even when you're writing just in prose, that there's always a rhythm to the way it's written, to use language that was really catered for children. If it hadn't been for the course, I'd probably have been submitting really fairly poor manuscripts to publishers and been wondering why nothing was sticking. And it made me realise how much editing you need to do before you send things out, and also the importance of having a critique group, so other people who know what makes a good picture book and can give you really solid feedback. It's very easy to get your family to say, "Oh yeah, it's great," or your kids to be excited for you, but it's a different thing to get serious feedback from people who know what they're talking about. So that was another big takeaway that helped me get there faster. I hadn't done a degree at university that was English focused. I hadn't focused on literature at all. So I came in really kind of fresh, just enthusiastic. And it felt that if you came in as an academic to the course, it would have still stretched you and been suitable for you. And if you came in just with a love of children's books and a passion to do something with that, it was also right. And I think that the tutor knew so much that she was capable of stretching anybody at whatever level they came in at. And with the online course, it was fairly self-paced. There was enough sort of pressure to make yourself do it, but no, it wasn't like school. You wouldn't be in trouble if you hadn't, but it was nice to have that deadline to work to, and you could go back to it at any time. So even recently I was writing a piece and I wasn't sure what I was doing, and so I went back to some part of the course that I'd done 2 years ago and listened again, and that's really valuable. If I was going to recommend a course at the Australian Writers' Centre, I would really urge them to get on and do it straight away, because I think that what you learn at the beginning can really make a huge impact on your writing, and knowledge is power. It will impact what you write and how you write, and only for the better, because the courses there are so good. So I would say definitely it will put you in good stead to understand the craft and help you, and then you've got the foundation to make your ideas really work.